rugby's best bits.
Hello everybody, welcome to your live watch along of England versus Scotland in the Calcutta Cup in the Six Nations. Hope it'll be a good game, folks. England versus Scotland.
Glorious Six Nations.
Come on England, come on England, come on England.
And the smiles and the colour and the characters and the rivalries and the bringing us all together again. Life all of a sudden feels that much better again.
England, England, England. Come on England.
So much of what the Five Nations was about, what the Six Nations is about, are the people we've watched and enjoyed this with. I'm sure plenty of you are thinking of those who aren't here to share fabulous days like this with us anymore. Eddie, who was so missed in Cardiff earlier. Doddy, who loved all of this.
Come on England.
In particular. We've also lost Ken Scotland and David Duckham recently, who were also big parts of the history of the Calcutta Cup. Two fabulous players from the 1950s and 60s and 70s. We're going to have a moment to remember everyone we would rather were still alongside us now.
Guys, put your question in the chat. Like, sub, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let me know if you're supporting England. Let me know if you're supporting Scotland. Let me know in the chat. Calcutta Cup, England versus Scotland, folks. Both teams on your left and right. Substitute for both England and Scotland down below, scrolling on the bottom of your screen.
For the first time in the Six Nations, God Save the King, which will be led by Richard Hadfield.
Come on, England!
And before that, Clare of Scotland.
Just to let you guys know, I have an affiliation to both, as my dad is Scottish. I have Scottish heritage in my family, so I have affiliation to both, but I want England to win this with passion. Even though within my heart I want to sing this national anthem, as I got affiliation with them. But in my heart, and in my insides, I'll be singing it, but my proper self will be proud to sing my national anthem, the country I was born in. All that England to go watch out for is to go watch out for Finn Russell and we go watch out for Stuart Hogg. If you get them on the ball or you give away a penalty, you are in trouble. You are in trouble. Because Finn Russell hardly misses a kick. And if you get Stuart Hogg on the ball and he's away, you ain't catching him. You ain't catching him. But I will let you guys know, if they don't clash any of the football, I will be doing England games during the Six Nations and Scotland games. That's my affiliation with both. So I thought it'd be nice to do both, but yeah. If they don't play it the same day, I'll pick one or the other. God save our gracious King, long live our noble King. God save the King. Ever victorious, happy and glorious, on to reign over us. God save our King. Come on, England!
Nearly there. England and Scotland all set to get their sixth.
Come on, England! And also at the same time, the football ain't going well. Chesterfield are losing to Bournemouth. And in that, they've had so many chances. Should be winning themselves. But at the same time, we got to play well, we got to play bad, we got to play that. Sheffield Wednesday are winning 1-0 against Plymouth. So they're going top of League One as it stands. Hearts winning 2-1 at home to Dundee. Hearts, speaking of Sheffield Wednesday, they're 2-0 up. Looks like they are going to the top of League One. And this is funny to laugh at. Liverpool 3-0 down to Wolves. Liverpool 3-0 down to Wolves. Jurgen Klopp getting a sack anytime soon. I hope people call Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp. And it is, wow, Man United 2-1 up against Palace. Palace are giving it the best shot. That's all they can do.
It is dry. It is perfect. Referee is Paul Williams, 37-year-old from New Zealand.
England!
From his playing days back in Taranaki. And he was in charge of that extraordinary 38-all draw here in 2019. Ben O'Keefe, James Dolman, the assistant referees with the flags on television match official.
England!
England team that was tough to love last year, booed off by their own heroes recently as November. The best Scotland side for a generation. According to England's coach, Steve Borthwick, full of talent, picked to fight, to attack, to dazzle, to win.
Come on, England.
When we arrived here with an inferiority complex. And this championship full of ancient rivalries has none more ancient than this one. 152 years on, England and Scotland. England won the toss, chose to kick off. Here we go again.
The game is underway. England versus Scotland in the Six Nations, folks. Off we go. Come on, England.
Ben White. P-Nail goes in just to leave a little bit of extra space, and a first clearing kick for Finn Russell. Lewis Loveland was on hand to give him a hefty hello. And
come on, England!
Brings it forward for England for the first time. Kyle Sinclair. Jack Van Portfleet, England starting 9 today. Rattled up by Ollie Chesham Smith. It's a questioning little kick. And Russell running down a white hole, but not a rabbit hole. He got himself out of it well, Lawrence.
Yeah, he did well there, didn't he? Didn't have a huge amount of support, but already England, an indication of how they want to play. Couple of quick rucks, trying to get that go forward that seemed to be so elusive during much of last year.
Hello, Wheeler Jake. Hello there. Let's go, England. Fair enough. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Right, but still, we go on, and Max Malins for England running into Grant Gilchrist.
Guys, keep putting your questions in the chat. Like, subscribe if you are new. Let's get some questions in the chat as well.
Hello to Scott Hastings as well. Scott and Lawrence with their fingerprints in and around the Calcutta Cup for so many years. Afternoon, evening, Scotty.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, an amazing atmosphere in the build-up to this game. Lawrence and I have had some ding-dong battles in Calcutta Cups. He played in 9, lost 2. I played in 11 and only won 2. So we know what to expect out there. Interesting start for England, putting pressure on Scotland. Scotland with 2 missed kicks to put the ball out. It just shows they've got to be accurate today, but England will want to keep that pressure on.
Come on, England.
A lot of the rugby in this territory. Well, brings us to the first scrum of the game. This is an area that Steve Borthwick, Richard Cockrell know that they need to improve. Scotland,
so keep your questions coming, folks.
Well, their scrum has not been the standard it needs to be. That doesn't look particularly well set. Richard Cockrell, of course, in charge of England's scrum, certainly for this championship, and probably the remainder of the season. Ian Peel already been announced as part of Steve Borthwick's coaching group. But
patience, listen to the calls. Patience, wait for the calls.
Appointed the week before Christmas.
Come on, England, come on, England, come on, England.
England supporters ran out of patience with Eddie Jones and his long-term plan to get to the World Cup in decent shape. Eddie Jones now Australia coach. It's a weird world, this world of rugby union.
Come on, England.
Scotland scrum to provide what support he can for White.
Guys, keep putting your questions in the chat.
To the right, pass to the left.
And also, if you like the stream, hit the like button as well, folks.
Magic dust on this fixture in the pass. Hugh Jones kick through. Duan van der Merwe chasing.
Come on, England.
Mighty surge from Stewart, and goodness me, it's the only Tuipulotu. Not many knock him off his feet, Scott.
Massive, massive hit. Tuipulotu got into there, but wonderful play by England there.
Keep the pressure going, England.
Jack Van Forkley, a few issues getting the ball out not so long ago. Not so here. Long clearance to Russell, who's warming his hands early on. Ooh. Loose. And Ollie Chesham just kept the ball going backwards.
Yeah, England managed to retain possession. Finn Russell trying a few tricks there, didn't quite come off that time.
Genge, Curry, Ben Curry.
Go on.
Chesham and Malins.
Oh, unlucky England.
Taken off the table by Richie Gray.
I've got a knock on first by White. Scrum here.
England knock on, so Scotland will have the scrum.
Otherwise we're at the line.
This hit, Scotty, this big run through.
Yeah, it was, but what fascinates me after this is the kick is downfield. There's then a bit of pressure. Here we see again Freddie Stewart. He is a big, tall forward. He's noted for his carrying, long-legged. Tuipulotu just knocked on his back. Technically, just right the tackle. There was an offload earlier on as well from Finn Russell. I just feel as though everybody knows how Russell
Come on,
wants to
England.
play the game. He doesn't have to force these wonder passes so early in a game. He can settle in, and Scotland just need a bit of solidity from their number 10.
Scurrying Scotland scrum, but that wasn't neat enough for Paul Williams.
Yeah, I think there's a sign there from Scotland, the confidence they have in their scrum. Both scrums, they're trying to keep the ball in the back and win that early psychological advantage by maybe drawing the penalty out of the referee. Didn't happen on that occasion. He's not going to guess. It's got to be clear cut.
It's instructive to look at the Scotland blueprint that beat England here a couple of years ago. Scott, lots of kicking, 43 of them. They were all chased hard to make sure the ball was in the parts of the pitch that they wanted it to be. Ferocious at the rock, disrupting England. Absolutely watertight on their ball.
Guys, keep your questions coming. England versus Scotland, Six Nations Calcutta Cup.
Absolutely, technically very accurate, and I think that's where Scotland need to get to. They need that technical accuracy to certainly have parity with that England set piece, but also start to dominate the contact areas. As the free kick goes against England, early engagement or early weight coming through, and Scotland electing to pump this up in the air.
It's a long kick designed to earn some territory that we were talking about. That Stuart Hogg.
Come on, England.
Max Malins, England's right winger. No room for Jack Noel at the start of this Six Nations. Finn Russell back in though. Oh, and he maybe took a stride more than he really wanted, and Lewis Ludlam hunted him down.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether Max Malins meant that kick, whether it came off the side of his boot, but it turned out to be very effective because it made Finn Russell turn and pick the ball up.
England line out. Richie Gray wasn't far away from getting his hands on it, but
So, I admit, I'm a bit tad biased. I don't mind. I don't mind anyone being biased in the chat or anything like that. Just
here's Marcus Smith.
It is what it is. It's banter at the end of the day, but don't say anything. Don't let anyone feeling being racist or offensive.
Carl Stein happy for the ball to do the work.
Well, some early signs there. England with their line out, not taking their time like as they would have done last season, trying to inject that energy, that pace into the game, which you'd expect when you're playing at home.
Because at the moment it is 0-0 England versus Scotland.
Listen, Scotty, the one thing about Borthwick is that you'll just give the England players that confidence. The shackles are almost off in terms of the Eddie.
So guys, keep putting your questions in the chat and I'll answer as many questions as I can.
That's a wonderful chase from Van der Merwe, one of the tallest men on the pitch.
Come on England.
It back, and Ben Curry, sail flanker, Six Nations debut for Curry, just his second cap. So used to seeing his identical twin brother Tom in that shirt. Farrell over the top.
Go on!
Different type of threat to Manu Tuolangi. Much more about angles and foot movement, but there was a little bit of a high tackle there, and Scotland will have the penalty.
Yeah, I think it's
I was a penalty
on the clear out of the breakdown, which is unfortunate because England had some nice quick ball there. Maritoji about to get the carry, but Scotland will be delighted really that they can relieve this little bit of pressure that's building.
How you doing? I'm doing well. Hopefully England can get the win today.
Nick, you were talking about that axis of 10-12, the pass over the side there, but this was the pullover. Oh, we're looking at the trying to get a pass, use the neck roll here.
Come on England.
Hugh Jones. Scotland off the line out.
Come on England.
It's a proper bowling ball of a man when he gets going. Jamie Ritchie. Much of the link away to the right hand side. WP now.
Guys, keep putting your questions in the chat, like, stop and subscribe if you are new to their channel. Come on England.
Farrell on Russell. I don't know whether Farrell had a smile on his face when he got up. We're a long way from his face, but it looked like he might have done.
Yeah, listen, legitimate tackle there. Farrell get a chance to put a shot on your opposite number. Finn Russell doing some good things, but just taking his time, and you'd expect that.
Come on England.
It's a cagey start.
Just kicking the ball back and forwards, but that is rugby for you. Hopefully we can get a try to the morning later, folks.
Much more of this as the match wears on, as teams try to
I will at this moment in time, folks, find out for you on
Hassel Collins has got an excellent left boot.
Come on England. Even it.
Uppermost in his mind,
so I'm just going to check because there is some rugby matches playing today, because in rugby league there is a game starting their season of today, so I thought I might as well quickly go and check for you folks on the score in that game. And it finished. It had finished, folks. Barrow Raiders 4, Toulouse Olympique 4. 24, Toulouse, Barrow 4.
Ben Curry. Sinclair to his left. It's Richie Gray who came through, and then the kick from Van Portfleet. Tidying up work done by...
Come on, England! Come on, England! Come on, England!
The other side eager to give line-outs away at the moment, trying to keep the ball.
Come on.
Yeah, pace of the game's high, isn't it? That's it.
Oh.
Hogg goes this way, and that on course to win his 100th cap before the end of this championship. Stuart Hogg.
Come on, lads.
Yes,
don't give Scotland any time on the ball.
Cavernous midriff. Richie prepares to lead this charge of the kick that is surely coming from White. And timed it to
One thing I will
perfection, Richie, but it
tell
was
you,
like it
folks,
wasn't meant to be contested. It was
when you thought Chelsea are going backwards, we're slightly going up, but very slowly. And Liverpool are going backwards. So that's why rugby union is not that good, because all they do is kick back and forward. Who wants to pay 30 quid a ticket to just see rugby players kicking back and forward every 2 minutes when they could go to a football match and watch that? Funny that is.
Because he knew he put his side under pressure with a kick
That is hilarious, I think.
Yes, it's a player on debut, but this kid can run with the ball, and it was Hogg that went over and made amends and got the turnover at that breakdown. Yeah, you'll notice from Hogg's kicking style that he went for the torpedo kick, and Scotland quite obviously hadn't gone to the touch lines. They're trying to keep.
Come on, England.
It was a good follow-up tackle on Hassel.
About 14 minutes played, folks. England 0, Scotland 0.
Steve Borthwick, head coach, Kevin Sinfield alongside defence coach, an inspiration, and it's that Sinfield drill defence that has to work now. Oh, some space.
Oh, here comes Scotland.
Quick feet.
Here comes Scotland, folks. Scotland are on the ball.
Away to the left-hand side. Scotland need quick ball.
Scotland are so close to the England try line.
First time they've been within striking distance, touching distance of England's try line. White. Richie.
Come on, England.
Scotland engineered a big hole in England's defence in a moment or two, but with the advantage, Scotland still playing, still hoping.
It's true, though. Yeah.
To Pilotu, chip through. Jones is the favourite. Gets there. Nobody here. 2 years ago when Scotland won an empty Twickenham.
It's a try for Scotland, folks.
Scottish voices right now.
Well, incredible, isn't it? 5 tries against England in his performances. And Scotland opened that.
It's a try, folks, for Scotland.
Line-out ploy over the top, but look at this. The interchange with the skipper found all the space, but the midfield, the gap that Hugh Jones found himself in, the take on by Steen, but more importantly, Pierre Scruman, how did he get into position?
No need to be a dick or anything. But Sinfield, you're defensive coach. That is crap defending. And you're defensive coach. So you say to open a gap. That is appalling. The coach needs to do better at what he's teaching them. He hasn't been that long, but there's still gaping holes that need to be sorted out. Because that is appalling.
And there was a big gap for Scotland.
Why is slow mode on? That's because I put it on there because you don't.
Hugh Jones, one of the headline selection calls ahead of Chris Harris, who's
And
on
it's
the bench.
England 0, Scotland 7, folks. England 0, Scotland 7.
5 in 5 against England.
And that's one of the reasons he's back in the team. His momentum in a Glasgow jersey has got him to the cusp of this international selection for Gregor Townsend, and Scotland will take huge confidence from going 7-0 up. Yeah, I think the confidence will come because they've absorbed so much pressure in the early stages of the game, and their first real attacking opportunity, Scott, and they come away with the points.
Scotland penalty. We were talking.
Come on, England! You're better than this.
At 13, Joe Marchand ahead of Manu Tuolangi, Hugh Jones ahead of Chris Harris. Speaks volumes of the ambitions of both coaches and what the likes of Gregor Townsend is looking for.
Yeah, first of all, different styles in outside centre play. Hugh Jones, he's the classic running line centre. He'll latch onto these passes like we've just seen just there on that opening try. Joe Murchant, he's slightly more pacey. He's more.
He was playing for Arsenal 4 hours ago. I like your jumper, but personally I prefer DC. Ben White playing for Scotland. Playing for Arsenal 4 hours ago when he was shite.
Better than they did off that last line out.
George Turner. No danger he'll ever forget his first game in the Six Nations here 2 years ago. Again over the top, looking to get Pilotu into the game quickly, but he lost it. And then there was
Come on, England. We're better than this, man.
Can't play the ball.
Yeah, he took the ball in and then played again. You can hear our referee Paul Williams explaining that clearly. Interesting from George Turner, 2 line-out throws over the top of the line-out, not known for his total accuracy in that department.
It's only early in the game.
Referring to earlier
We've
on
got to keep the faith, see what happens, everything else and all that.
Steve Borthwick, you know he's going to get players up
But
so it's actually quite smart from Scotland to do that.
what much can you do?
See both sides getting players up conceding, and Gray was there. Often unassisted as well, those line-out jumpers, they're absolute.
Somehow makes it really hard to talk to you. But, right, don't tell me what to do. I've done it because it means I can control. It means I can focus on what I'm watching to tell you guys what's going on, and it doesn't get in the way. And there's nothing I can do with slow-mo. I can't take it off anyway.
Try scorer famously in the win
But
2 years ago. First for Scotland
folks,
since 1983 in Jim Aitken's side. Schumann.
my granddad played for Scottish rugby team. Do I believe that? You even said a footballer was your cousin or something. Should I believe anything anyone says on this chat at the moment, except for my mate, who actually everything he says is true, but when everyone else says anything, it's like the lies.
Stewart, very much Leicester's fullback.
So literally anyone can say anything.
Genge waiting.
But there's not much I can do, folks.
Takes on Matt Fagerson.
So,
Their brother Xander today, but Matt's involved.
come on, England.
For Scotland against England.
Russell. Hogg. Russell and Hogg with the job of getting Scotland out of their 22 when England kick as much as they do.
Always having a
Come on, England.
first option to run, but you got to say England's line speed has been very good as
Come
well.
on.
Russell's getting some treatment. Ludlam in on him again, and Malin's with the kick. And
Go on.
Russell's up, and Malins follows the ball.
Go
forward.
on.
This could be anybody's. It's England's and it's Malin's, and here's a platform. Curry and Jamie George runs into Luke Crosby, which normally only means the end of an adventure, but England resuscitates.
Come on, England.
Malins,
Yes.
Oh! Chesham. England with a penalty. Hope for the first time in this contest. Atoje.
Come on, England.
Waiting, loose ball scooped up by Van Portfleet. George.
Come on, England.
Away by Farrell. Smith.
Go on, Smith. Go on. Oh.
Curry away. Oh, Genge out of the back. Ambitious.
Oh, look, England.
Ambitious, but England with the insurance policy of the penalty advantage.
Yeah, Scotland will be delighted really because England.
Guys, keep on your question in the chat. Like, subscribe if you are new.
Knew he wasn't going to make the kick and probably got a little bit lucky with the bounce of the ball. My word, I think England could have scored a try there, didn't they? They had quick ball, tried to move it out, and Scotland just did everything they could to deny them. Well, the smother defence, they got numbers there around the England jerseys and snuffed it out at that point there. Well, the smother defence, they got numbers there around the England jerseys and snuffed it out at that point there. Scotland very lucky with the clearance, but England go for the tap and go.
It's being used increasingly in the game. It guarantees possession, and Genge popped up for Curry.
I don't mind anyone putting anything in the chat. It just,
Backwards, Solly Hassel-Collins.
I just don't think it takes too long for stuff to get in the chat. If you don't put slow mode on, it just comes too quick. Are you going to be able to answer anyone?
Van Portfleet. Alice Genge.
Come on, England.
Sinclair. As England's big forward stretch across the pitch. Sinclair keeps it tight for the time being.
Come on, England.
The right shoulder of Ritchie. Atoje.
Go on. Push.
The
Push.
hosts for the first time. Smith and Stewart. Steve Tandy and his Scotland defensive mechanisms being tested now. Atoje.
Come on, England.
Fire is roaring at its greatest. Dombrandt tips it on.
Go on! Go on! Oh.
English hands. Ludlam. Relays it back. Scotland defending that 5 metres.
Come on, England.
Sinclair. Max Maylands remains the threat away to the right. The battle continues to be waged in that little slab away to the left, and Curry and...
Come on, keep pressing, keep pressing, keep pressing.
Sinclair. England struggling to make much ground. Now the kick.
Yes! See! Kelly! Go England! Green! Go England! Get in! It's game on now!
Well, Max Maylands, top try scorer in the Gallagher Premiership last season, and certainly knows where the try line is. Eventually, England were back.
Game on, folks! England 5, Scotland 7, with a conversion to come.
This is going to be there. They had to narrow up, and Smith, who else, is the one that spotted it with the kick, the forward pass, if you like, straight to Maylands, and he still had some work to do, Scott. Do not underestimate that skill. That is wonderful from Maylands. That could have ricocheted anywhere. And England right back in. It just goes to show if they command the ball and the contact area that they can put this Scotland team under pressure.
I don't really watch rugby, I'm more of a football person, but I'm really enjoying watching you. That's good. And I absolutely appreciate it. Go on, Farrell, get us back in the game.
It's okay, he's happy with that. England have scored the try, and Owen Farrell with the kick to draw them level.
Come on, Farrell. Kick this over. Come on, Farrell.
Closing in on Johnny Wilkinson's England points scoring record.
Come on, Farrell.
Forced out onto the pitch.
Come on, come on. Come on, Farrell.
How many times he's practiced this?
And he's missed.
And even practice occasionally.
Owen Farrell has missed.
Well, listen, the great news for England is that this
Scotland 5, Scotland 7,
sustained period of pressure, 14
England
phases.
5.
Now, I don't remember England playing that many phases without booting the ball away.
Scotland got rather tucked in defensively, didn't they?
So guys,
Yeah, they got tight.
keep your questions in the comment, like, sub and subscribe if you want to.
But tremendous.
You will be having some highlights from the stream coming out on the channel, so you guys can watch my reactions to try whatever happens during the game.
Exposed on the outside flank.
Ludlam for England as they begin the job of extricating themselves from their...
My great granddad was called Herbert Weldon. I never knew him as I was never born. My granddad was telling my son about him. I go, oh, that's fair enough.
Home happy.
At least you've been honest about
Tries like
that.
that help, but Scotland still ahead. Hugh Jones in the wonderfully worked score before that.
Yeah, decent kick from Van Portfleet there. Great chase from Maylands, and they managed
I'm still in shock that
drag their man.
how long it took that try for that to happen. It was just interesting. It was a really interesting game.
Advantage. Narrow Atoje over the top of the ball illegally.
If you guys would have known, Man United won today, but Man United won with 10 men.
Hogg wasn't far away.
Such a keenly contested area, isn't it, in rugby, the breakdown, and fine margins between releasing the tackler. You've got to support your body weight on the over the ball. You're trying to jackal them.
Do you want me to edit you a video? I do it myself because I need to learn stuff, mate.
Give Scotland the chance to pin England now.
And World Rugby are really clamping down on that, Lawrence, aren't they? They've really made a statement that if players aren't, you're allowed to just tip over and get your balance, regain your balance. But when it goes over and you don't, you're penalised automatically.
Yep, but you move first. 6, 7. Down. You're inside, thank you.
So you guys are gonna just keep your questions coming. If I don't talk to you for about 2 or 3 minutes, it's because I'm doing the highlight on the stream for you guys to watch my reaction to any tries happening in the game.
Like a quarterback, just maybe took a step too far and Farrell was on him.
Absolutely swallowed up by Farrell with a wonderful hit, and he's forced the mistake, and it needed to happen as well, because just a hint of a little overlap there for Scotland. As you say, Nick, Finn Russell does look ever so dangerous, but just maybe taking a split second too long.
Carl Stay, first start in the Six Nations. Oh, and there's the other one. And this is
Here comes Scotland. Here comes Van der Merwe. Van der Merwe. Van der Merwe. Oh my God, what a try. What a try. What a try we have just seen from Van der Merwe. Oh my God. That guy has got Billy Gonzalez in his boots. He's just going to score the best try I've ever seen. Ever.
Oh my goodness. Have you ever seen a try?
What has he just done? Van der Merwe, what a try. Scotland 12. England 5. Wow. He has just gone and stunned Twickenham by doing that. Wow. Wow and wow.
And it's completely split open that England defence. Even at the end there, Alex Dunbar went high. Rugby's about a game of tackling low.
Shit, that is ridiculous. That try is ridiculous. That try is ridiculous.
Well, we know how strong he is as a runner, but
wow.
he's broken that initial line. It was the step off the left foot, isn't it? Twice. I think he beat Stuart Van Porfleet and had the strength to get himself over the line, and that is a brilliant response from Scotland. One penalty, a couple of phases off the line out, and they're right back.
Oh, it's one of the great Calcutta Cup scores, and Twickenham, you can hear it, is buzzing. Russell's conversion, my goodness, it deserves 7 points. That'll live a long time in our memories.
And it's symptomatic of Gregor Townsend's selection. He's selected players with confidence. Finds the gap, escapes Joe Marchant's tackle. Steps off that left, as Lawrence was saying, twice, and then gets the fend.
So if I don't talk, I'm just trying to do this quick for you folks to go on the channel. I just still can't believe that. I still can't believe what I have just seen and what I have just witnessed. Why won't you let me? Because I do it myself and I actually get the enjoyment of doing it myself, because it's like, oh, it's my own work.
But there's also that confidence within each of their teammates. They can see the way they're playing. They're prepared to throw the ball around. They're prepared to
and at the moment,
test it.
I'm sticking to myself. I want to be able. That's why I make most of the content myself. I do vlogs, do lyric videos, do like watch-alongs. Whenever I get the chance to do any other content, I'll try my best. But England, oh, England, you've just been outdone by Van der Merwe. Van der Merwe has just gone and scored, I would say, one of the best tries I may ever seen in rugby. I can't really say much, but wow, wow, and wow. I'm completely and utterly stunned by what I have witnessed. What I have witnessed is nothing more of wow. I'm just that stunned, because I didn't think to what I've seen is being absolutely nothing more than my mind right now is blown. My mind right now is blown out of proportion from what I've just witnessed.
It's just this offload here, just goes straight.
It's just absolutely weird and weird and weird.
Having a chat with him yesterday, and he said his ambitious attacking team selection really was crystallised when he saw the long-term weather forecast. And
it is just weird.
for once,
Wow.
Calcutta Cup day, a day to be brave and to be bold and to be adventurous,
I am.
just like he was
I
as a
just
player
got
starting in
nothing.
mindfulness.
I have literally.
A lot of what we've seen from Scotland
Folks.
so far.
Right now, I've literally, what can I say right now? What can I say right now? What can I say right now? There's nothing I can do because I'm literally in pure silence and in pure shock from what I have literally just witnessed. Wow. Wow.
And Scotland will have the scrum. Let's get the view from down on the touchline. Jim Hamilton is down there, as tall as he is. He's on his tiptoes to get a view of this. This is something else, Jim.
Yeah, me and Bates both on our tiptoes, absolutely loving it. I mean, Scotland, it just shows you the quality of attack. I know you were talking about it there, Nick, with Gregor Townsend at the helm and the players that they've got in the style of rugby that they want to play. Very little ball. The first time England
This is
first time
just incredible. The way that was done is.
Innovation around the line out, and that iconic overs pass by.
I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say right now. I am literally in complete stunned silence because Guys, keep putting your question in the chat. Have you tried to upload your reactions as YouTube Shorts? I do actually do something similar to that, but I do it as. I can't do shorts on the channel, folks, as a short, because I can only get the clips off of the stream when I'm doing the stream. So, apologies for that. If I do shorts, it's got to be like basically done on my phone, and you get the reactions that way, which is not the same because I got a phone in the way and everything else, and who wants to do that? But heyo. I'm just quickly at the moment, folks, just trying to sort out the playlist at the moment for the. I have a. If you guys don't know, if you guys type it in, you'll see it on the channel. I have the rugby live watch-along playlist, which hasn't got a lot of clips to it because I haven't in recent weeks done a lot of rugby streams. If you guys know me, if you guys know me well, you know I haven't done a lot of rugby streams, so I do apologise for that. So that's why at the moment I am doing this for you folks.
Lose it in the hot-headedness of international rugby. Wonderful rugby player, wonderful scrummager, and a good carrier of the ball as well. And that's where England need him to do his work.
Richie, the captain.
Because, folks, I don't just do rugby live rugby union live watch-alongs. I actually do rugby league live watch-alongs as well on the channel. So, can't you? What's this? What? Okay. Brian O'Donnell. I don't really have to tell you what the score is, because if you look on the live watch, if you look on the screen on the live watch along, the score is right in front of you with the timer and everything. So I don't really have to say much, but I'm going to get another clip out for you, which will be my reaction. What's your reaction to I've had the mother's try? I can't see it anywhere. Please link it right now. You don't go and tell me what to do. I have been, at this moment in time, Brian, trying to just sort out my reaction to England's try that they did. That took a bit of a while because I had to link the watch-along clips and stuff like that, and also I'm about to do the stream of what you just said.
Nearly a bluff. Instead it's Smith.
So I'm just about to do what you've just said. So
Sinclair. England talked all week since Borthwick took over, about clarity and also about accuracy. And we're seeing a little bit of both here. Genge, Stewart, Malins wants it, Ludlam has it, gives it perfectly.
Go on! England are back in it, folks. It's him yet again. It's the same guy who scored the first try, has gone and scored England's second. England are back in it yet again, folks. Because at the moment, folks, you might be getting a lot of highlights from this game as tries are going in left, right and centre. So I apologise for everything that's going on right now. So I'm trying to do everything at...
Wonderful handling, and Ludlam does the right thing, just straight to line. Really good work from England. There is an ambition that we haven't seen for quite some time, and as you say, when it's aligned to the accuracy, well, they've got the finishers. Max Malin's got a brace. And look at that, Genge and Ludlam involved in that move. It's not about the backs, it's about the interplay between forwards and backs. And I must say, Alex Dombrandt, he ran a super angle earlier on in that attack, and then he was backed up by Joe Marchant. Marchant who got that inside line, as you said, Lawrence, who then checked the Scottish defence.
Come on, Farrell. Get this over. And we will be level, folks. And we will be level. We will be level. Come on, Owen Farrell. Get this over.
He's peeking towards the posts to draw England level in the 40th minute of a busy first half.
He's missed again. He has missed again. Owen Farrell has missed twice.
Still ahead, but Max Malins has a couple of tries.
It's been quite fun this half, hasn't it, Nick? Oh. Well, I tell you what, there might be a hint of Nick Evans about what England are doing, certainly in their back play, which is very exciting.
It's a great contest. Scotland just about winning the aerial battle at the moment. Certainly their wingers.
I'm just at the moment just sorting out everything, folks. Thank you if you guys are enjoying the stream, the watch-alongs and everything else. I am trying to literally get everything done, and there is a lot for me to do.
Well, it's a penalty that England needed because they just fell asleep for a second. Scotland's restarts have been on the money.
So I'm actually trying at the moment to try and get as many of these clips as I can for you folks. It's just taking time. It's just taking time.
Scotland win it, and after that England are under pressure. What I liked about that though was the reply by Ellis Genge. That's what I was talking about. Game head on, won the penalty. Well, they won the penalty, clock in the red, but they will still have this line out.
Jamie George recovered from a horrible bang to the head in Edinburgh 3 weeks ago to make it here, and Ludlam.
And then we're also at the same time as I am doing that, we are going to get the other clip for you, which will be that clip for the try.
Up to the 22. Sinclair, Smith, looking a bit more like the Marcus Smith we see across the road for his club. Sinclair to Genge, and now Curry takes on Schoeman, and the other prop Nell over the top. It's an England penalty.
Yeah, it's the correct decision. The Scots unhappy. They felt the pass might have been a hint forward earlier on in the move, but hands were past the ruck. Definite penalty, and England will get the opportunity to nudge.
And it's a penalty to England, folks. Penalty to England.
Again, the attack lines of England's structure here are absolutely superb. These pull back passes over the top was WP Nell. He was kind of hands over, wasn't he? You've got to attack the ball. Yeah, just Richie Scotland captain just asking the referee. He said, I thought the pass was flat. I think it was from Curry. And really, Owen Farrell, who has been pretty inaccurate with the boot so far, you'd expect him to get this one.
So at the moment, folks, England are giving it their all and they're doing well.
He's taking the bulk of his allotted 60 seconds. Oh! And finally, he gets one between the posts.
And England have got their point. It is 12-all. It's half-time, folks. England 12, Scotland 12.
And Hugh Jones spectacularly for Scotland. Max Malins with 2 for England. Clive and Ian and Johnny with Mark shortly, reflecting on a first 40 of England 13, Scotland 12.
Oh, it's England 13, sorry, folks. We're actually winning. I forgot it's 3 points. It's 3 points in that. Oh, it could be a union. So we're actually winning by 1. We're actually winning by 1, but we shouldn't be. Because Owen Farrell can't kick for shite. Owen Farrell right now, folks, cannot kick for absolute toffee. But that's just me saying what I think. But, oh, what can you do? What can you do when you have a kicker that can't kick? Right, I don't have to say what the score is. The score is on the board for you. The score is on the board for you, Brian. So why should I tell you the score when theoretically the score is right in front of your eyes? You can clearly see what the score is. You guys can clearly see what the score is. Stupid, ain't it? So, folks, keep your questions, what is it, a coming. I've just got to sort out some things. So, well, I'm not going to advocate any of the messages because I'm not really, oh, what's the word? Not really interested. I'm not really interested there in this one, folks. So, sadly, it's been a good showing from England. England have just got to show the passion, the heart. We're doing that at the moment, but Scotland, wow. What can I say? What? Oh yeah, let me just play it. I'm pretty much stunned right now due to the fact of how on God's green earth it's ridiculous. So guys, keep putting your question in the chat, like, sub and subscribe if you are new, and I will welcome you back. Just give it a right old flurry, and you never know what can happen in a game. Oh, hello. There we go. I do not. But Owen Farrell can't fucking kick. That guy. No, my dad wouldn't say he's the best. The best is basically Stuart Ogg and Finn Russell's the do best. No, Stuart can do a full length because he did it in the Six Nations last year. He did it against, I think it was against France, which is even harder. Yeah, yeah. And also, whoever's the defensive coach, sorry, Sir Kevin Sainfield, your work's not working because you managed to let it happen. He's doing something not right, but also they're giving him a job for a position in rugby he never played. Which, if you want to get someone to do something that's a defensive coach, get someone who used to play in that role. He's more attacking and getting tries. But also, I would want him to be the one to be in charge of teaching the kickers, because he needs to teach Owen Farrell how to kick. So there we go. We got the clips on there, folks. Wow, yep. People, why got someone moaning because I got slow mode on? It's so that questions don't go that quick and I don't miss them. It's not my fault. No, but it's But if you actually seen how the game no, it's like I got, not really, because in fairness, we were the better side. It's just that they're the keeper, we literally saved everything, tipped it over, we've hit the bar, hit the post, went wide, just wide, did everything other than go in. And then they had and funnily enough, they had one good chance the whole game, and it won the game. We battered them from pillar to post. No one in their starting 11 could deal with us. They had to bring someone on from the bench, and within 60 seconds he goes and scores. I'm still proud of that performance because we actually showed that we can play well. It's just unfortunate that they've got a good goalkeeper that was saving everything. Yeah, but it doesn't bother me because I'm still, like I said, I'm still proud of the performance. Because even if you lose, you play well, you're still proud of them because they gave it the best they can do. You're not guaranteed to win every game. Especially Joe Quigley, every time he kept doing it, he kept hitting it straight at the bloody keeper. Now it's 4. Yeah, and he put Akinola on the bench, and to make it even worse, he dropped Jeff King from the starting lineup to the bench, and he's top goal scorer. I got away as soon as I seen Jeff King's on the bench. I thought, why on earth have you done that when you know he's top goal scorer? And he's our best cross of the ball, and he's the set piece taker. So literally everything on the pitch goes through him. So literally we were nothing. No, because he didn't come on until literally near the end, like 5 minutes to go. Which is no point in bringing him on. But But also, the one thing that's made this day even better, well done Wolves. Wolves give Liverpool a spanking. So no one from Liverpool can actually say now that they're doing better than us, because we're actually slowly going up. Or Chelsea, Liverpool are still going backwards. Because at least we're actually managing to gain, even if we're not winning games, we're still actually gaining like a point or something now and then, and not losing game after game. They were that poor. They let Craig Dawson score, and the one point for Liverpool I know you don't like, which is Joe Matip scoring on goal. Oh, it's just hilarious. But I didn't expect Everton to beat Arsenal. Nope. And there might be some good luck for us at the weekend, because West Ham are 1-0 down to Newcastle. And it is Callum Wilson. They have had the ball in the back of the net twice, but the first one ruled out for VAR. And Man United just won, but they finished the game with 10 men. So they're in a sticky situation, because one of their actual better players is not going to be playing for 3 games. Casemiro. And that is big. Yeah. But funnily enough, they actually brought him in to literally... It's funny enough, they actually brought him in to partner Casemiro. Which is funnily enough, and then funnily enough he gets himself sent off. So he's going to have a crap partner in Fred. Which that guy just can't... He's just rubbish anyway. Let's see what you actually got sent off for, mate. I hope it's not for something harsh, because I know referees like to say anyone off for being harsh these days. Ah, what an idiot Casemiro is. He didn't get sent off for a foul. He didn't. You're going to think, for football in general, this is stupid. What any footballer would know not to do this. He got into a scuffle with someone and decided to put his hands around the player's throat. In football, everybody knows that is a no-no, that you don't do that in the sport, because it's just going to be an automatically you're going to get sent off no matter what. So you've got nothing to plead a case against. You get into a scuffle. What do? You don't go and do that. You walk away. And because of his experience, he should know better. It's the same with us. If Thiago Silva were to do something like that, we would be annoyed, because he's that experienced in teams he's been with. He knows better not to do it. Dortmund won 5-1. So we're definitely going to have to be very, very good defensively against these. They're literally scoring 5 goals a game. There we go, folks. Second half underway, folks. Yeah, it is quick. It's, I think it's only 10 minutes. It's their half time's only about 10 minutes.
Mentored and justified his selection. He's been outstanding, gets through a ton of work and takes the responsibility when he needs to.
Yes, Chesham 7 carries, over 40 metres, but 8 tackles as well, so not just the glory stuff. He's been working on both sides of the ball, as the coaches like to say.
England straight on the attack with this line out. Look at the speed they're going at, so different to anything we've seen from England. No messing about.
Chesham was highest again. Farrell and Marchant. Henry Slade, Elliot Daly, Dan Kelly all injured. Genge to Smith. I think the injury to Kelly in particular may well have had Steve Borthwick rethinking the look of this England back line. I suspect we'll never know with Steve Borthwick. He'd make a good spy.
Unlucky shit-out bastard. We lost yet again.
Well, a couple of things to look at there.
Grantham Town lost 1-0 to Eben Town, 1-0. At this rate, they're going down. And Ponty got a draw 0-0 away at Shildon.
Ben White, one of those picked on form players. So many of them around today. Loose ball. Taken by another picked on form player. Hassel Collins.
Come on, England.
Nearly linking up with Malins, but he was hunted by Tui Palotto effectively. Genge. Van Portfleet. Farrell. Donbren. Alice Genge a dozen carries now. Farrell. Kick. Ricochet.
Go on. Go on. Oh, you lucky kids.
Not before Hogg. Or rather Russell, apologies.
Thread through from Farrell just meant that England lost that penalty advantage that they may well have had. So, just willingness to keep ball in hand.
Yeah, Scotland's defence has to remain tight here. Under the caution, the opening couple of minutes of the Calcutta Cup, they 40 minutes delivered an absolute belter. And the intensity has just gone up a wee bit from England, hasn't it? The atmosphere flying around Twickenham at the moment.
There's Kevin Sinfield. Steve Borthwick. And happy noise around this place, which hasn't always been the case in recent times. But
it'll be good if he can get the England back line. Stop conceding points. And England can actually win games.
Yeah, just England guilty of giving away penalties at the breakdown, but that came from that little bit of inaccuracy at the line out. They go to the back, and Chesham having to clear up really the mess, and as a result England seal it, go over the top. Scotland couldn't clear their lines.
It's really interesting to see Gregor Townsend saying his thing at half-time, Scotty.
Really the mess, and as a result England seal it, go over the top. Scotland couldn't clear their lines.
Oh my God, they actually played Nathan Tyson up front and he still couldn't do anything.
What would have been his headline, do you think? What would have been the nub of his speech at half-time?
Wow. I just think that's hilarious.
There's a confidence coursing through the veins of this Scotland team. Their attacks are good, their players are playing well, their systems are going well. So just don't change.
Wait, Bonnie, in fact, they've gone up a place. They got up to 7th now. 32. They need to get into the playoff. They need to get up to 5th, which they're on 39.
Making his way back from injury, driven on by Matt Ferguson. He may not look the biggest, but he is a buster of defences, Ferguson.
and and Grantham are now second from bottom.
Well, maybe the pass was dying on him, but it was one that Jamie Ritchie could not take cleanly.
Yeah, he'd be disappointed not to have caught that.
Second from bottom, shite.
But England defended very strongly there. A couple of big tackles coming in. Scotland were being...
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, technically, though,
Let's have a quick look.
he overspun it, and it was dipping towards...
Yep, it was bigging them up that much. Grantham, who do you play next? Ponty played Dunstan next.
Ollie Hassel-Collins, who is
Home.
pulling up trees on the other side of Kew Bridge for long.
That's Tuesday coming up.
Nails.
Yep. And Grantham are away to Cleethorpes.
My mind is, it's probably a first in the Six Nations, certainly in the Calcutta Cup. Don't quote me on it, Scotty.
Yeah. I know, I'm just trying to think. Because the teams around them, one of them's Grinch. Surprisingly, this has surprised me because they were bottom of the league at the start of the season within the first month. And they've actually started to playing, which was Grimsby Borough are actually a place behind Grantham, Ponty in 8th, which is a surprise. They're playing Sheffield, so you need Sheffield to do you a favour. For them, they need to do them a favour. Who else? Any good? Just check and see if there's any actually decent games. Nope. The next game for them, so they play Tuesday at home to Dunstan, and then they're home on the Saturday at home to Brighouse. And who are Grantham got? North Shield. Good luck, good luck, and good luck. I think they're going to need it. And then the following Tuesday after that, Pontefract are away to Hebburn Town. And it's good if I do watch on for that because I will take the mickey out of Grantham because they're also playing at the same time against Long Eaton. Wait. No, but I'm saying on the same day. I'm just saying on the same day. It could be. But I'm saying on the same day. You never know. Chelsea could be playing on that same day. You never know if they are. They'll get added to the score thing. Yeah, it's just for that. And funnily enough, we are. But funnily enough, we're playing on the Tuesday. When they on the Wednesday, they play on the Tuesday. Chelsea play on the Wednesday. Dortmund away. That's not this Tuesday coming, it's the following Tuesday. And who they play next after? Then after that, on the 18th, same day that we play Southampton, Ponty at home to Cleethorpes. We're in the end of the season with us. May. Let's have a look. Nope. Season ends in April. Come on, England. Can you please get a try? Please do not lose this game because I will not hear the end of it. Go on. Come on. See. See! Oh! Prick. Keep pushing. Yeah. See! We're going to run away with this. Yes. That's good. We're going to run away with it. I never give it to him. I'll let him give it to me because how often do Scotland actually get to beat England? Not very often in my lifetime. I've only seen Scotland beat England twice. I've only seen England lose to Scotland twice. in my whole lifetime. So it's not very often. And on the final, let's see what the final game of the season is. Pontefract are playing away to Tadcaster on the final game of the season. No, it's Ponty. Grantham have got Ossett United. Ponty have got Tadcaster, and then second to last, because I'm trying to see how, if it gets to like what you call the nitty gritty, where they might have to get where all can come down, how much it can come down to. They play Tadcaster for last game, and then second to last is Long Eaton United. So you're playing teams which can't win a game. So their last two games are against sides who can't barely win a game. And Grantham, who have you got? Bridlington Town, where you said you've been to. Gunge. Only one player. Who else for second to last? Grantham play Lincoln United. Pontefract play Stockbridge Park Steels. Back to the run.
It's a fearsome place, largely populated by madmen in the scrum.
Absolutely, it's going to be. It has been contested very keenly. They've got a bit of work to do, England.
For England have scored.
Very strong Scotland scrum as well. Not much to choose between these two.
Oh God! Is he related to Ben White, or aka Ben Shite?
I thought I'd give him the benefit of the doubt up against Ellis. Let's see this scrum at the bottom. We'll get a picture.
It's Sander Ferguson, by the way, still a week short of full fitness, nearly fit to play. But
Hey, it's definitely going to be like, are you twins with the same name? So that way I can call him Ben Shite too.
because this is good ball. Oh, nicely way by Tuipulotu, and then Russell over the top and Hogg.
You don't want to give the ball to Hogg or Russell. They can cause mayhem.
White spins it away beautifully. This is Skuman. He went through.
Big tackles.
Yeah, and oh my days.
Big score.
Yeah, but
Loves playing against
no wonder Kevin Sinfield's annoyed. He's the one who's been teaching them.
match.
Oh, what a cracker this is. Ball was taken.
So if the then
But look at him spin. Just trying to see. It just sometimes when you go back against the green in a game of rugby, a gap opens up, and exactly that's what happened with Ben White. The London Irishman has been on fire.
yeah, it's not that bad.
For all the hard work that he's put in today, he's been industrious, but he has missed a fair few tackles.
Yeah,
It's those missed tackles that are costing England at the moment. Marching, one missed tackle and in behind, and Scotland pay that occasion. Ben Curry just rushes up, doesn't get his man, and White profits. And again, all comes from that missed kick-off, isn't it?
hey Owen, and Owen Farrell. That's how you take a kick. Learn from Finn Russell how to actually score between the sticks.
Let's have a look at this now as he spins over.
Yeah,
Ben Curry rushes.
because he missed one literally nearly right in front of it.
A lot of yourself when you're up against the scrum half. It's a soft try for England, as good as it was for White to score it. It's another soft.
Here we go. He goes. That's funny.
Ball up backwards by Loveland. Only twice over the last decade of Scotland
That's rugby union for you. They like playing the high game.
without Greg Laidlaw or Ali Price at scrum half. Scott's
They like playing the high game.
and Ben White scoring tries as a starter.
Yeah, you might have heard him encouraging. Let's dominate now. He wants to ask his forwards to put pressure on the Jamie George throw-in.
This time it was Gilchrist up highest.
Come on, Altrincham. Beat Wrexham shite.
Van der Merwe, Russell, Tuipulotu, Jones, Stewart.
Here we go. Another 2 or 3 minutes of kicking.
Russell, one-handed.
I actually like it. Just
Stewart.
it's just due to it just shows how far you can kick. If you can kick further than me, I'll kick further than you.
Inevitably, if we hadn't have gone to our little seat behind the post, we'd have had another 10 kicks. But you do get, I promise you, if you sit behind the post, one of the great things about that view is that you get to see what the kickers are looking for, the space, Lawrence, the opportunity to manipulate.
Yeah, they're looking for the first team to stick or twist to make that mistake, and I think England will be reasonably happy with the fact that they've got the ball back. They get a little bit more accuracy in their line-out.
Well,
we've had 50 kicks in this match, pretty much a kick a minute, and we still can't get that right. We're never doing that again. Remind me. Anyway, here's Smith. Here goes Hassel Collins. He's hauled to the floor by Hugh Jones. Again.
and also Toulouse shite one.
England setting down a little bit more concrete. Smith.
What you call it for league? Toulouse Olympique, but are now called just Toulouse. They won 24-4 away at Barrow.
Rather on his heels. I'm not sure he was expecting that, which meant that Hogg could happily see that ball trickle merrily out of play.
And what was it? And apparently Toulouse have only got 19 players for this season.
There's a confidence also in Scotland's attack play as well. They're not afraid to put ball in hand, and they just have to work.
But they're gonna beat one of the sides who will up there as one of the sides to be up around the top, which is Barrow. They're gonna beat one of the top sides. I was gonna say if Leeds actually playing today, but it's like pre-season or something. That's why I'm doing. That's why I check.
Now the change. First England change. Benno on to replace Alex Dombrandt. And it's only a small change in the Steve Borthwick approach.
Oh, they're saying that today in 2005 they became world champions for the first time.
That newfangled phrase has been dropped.
Yeah.
Brought back, I think, to the relief of many.
And it was on this day in 2005.
His first replacement is Benno.
Yeah, certainly to the relief of the man on your left myself. But Benno has been.
I don't know if that's Canberra Raiders or something. I think it might have been. I think you might have been playing Canberra Raiders.
Hogg dancing away.
And it wasn't at Manchester. It was at Ellen Road.
Russell. Bit too much.
And the try that won it for you was by Danny Maguire.
England will get the line out.
The guy which he ran halfway just for that one try. He ran halfway.
Under pressure. Crosby, who's not carried as influential as I thought he might be, was put back there. Russell had to backtrack, put him off balance.
You say that guy is a hard git.
Chesson, Lundgren.
Wow.
Van Portfleet on the stretch.
Oh, that's interesting.
Very well.
Now I'm just reading something.
Eager to evade his grasp. Marchant on hand. Beyond George to Smith.
Let me see what people put.
Collins popping up closer to the action. Genge.
Come on, England.
Van Portfleet. And then Malin's running off Farrell.
Go on. Oh.
On the same wavelength. Van Portfleet. Marchant wants to kick through. Van Portfleet.
Come on, England.
And now his Leicester teammate Ollie Chesson. Now it's England noise, white noise around Twickenham and Ludlam. Smith wants it to the left. gets it via Farrell. He's only got Marchant, so Smith
Yep.
will need to manufacture
Yep,
something
because
on
Robbie
his
Uni.
end.
Because
Always likely to run out of room.
Yeah, you can. Yep, there's no number.
It's dangerous on that cut line.
Lovely handling from England. Ellis Genge showing up every time and making ground. Van Poortvliet picking up, trying to find an England runner to come off him, but I thought it was outstanding work from England. As you say, Marcus Smith, how many times in back against Scotland we've seen him run that line?
Yeah, Tupeloto, you said, Nick, he's only carried 4 times, but he carries
Wow.
on purpose. He's handled well, he's playing in form in a Glasgow Warriors jersey. He's playing well at Twickenham today.
He is. Ben Youngs is on for England, cap number 123, England's most capped men's player. He's on for Jack Van Poortvliet, whose Six Nations debut ends with England a point ahead. And here comes the Six Nations debut for Jack Dempsey, Glasgow player, and also Simon Bergen, another Glaswegian, on for his 32nd cap. There's Dempsey. I'm sure you know the story, part of Australia's World Cup squad that lost to England in Japan in the
There's a
World
lot.
Cup in 2019. Played against Scotland for the Wallabies in November. Scottish granddad and
We have that.
proud member of the Six Nations Club, Jack Dempsey.
Scotland doing really well at line-out time there, and that is a superb clearance as well, under pressure.
Well, Lawrence, you looked over to
You'll be happy to know because you're playing whole KR soon, and you've actually named a strong squad for that game.
That's tremendous play by Scotland. Look at this exit over the top.
And that's
exit is very good down to the 10-metre line.
You're playing tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
From Scotland.
Youngs. Farrell.
You'll be happy to know because Leeming's returning, Fusatu'a is returning, and Tatavano is returning.
Just a little bit beyond him.
So you'll be happy. Come on, England.
England begin the hard work at the workstation, but that's been lost, and immediately
Kevin Sinfield, you're definitely doing a better job as defensive coach because England are shambles.
onto the ball quickly.
Stepped outside. Blue. 6 holding now. Middle holding.
I'm tempted to go behind the
Well, there's so many
We know what happened last time. Just imagine what the view is behind the posts.
Well, it's kick tennis, but Scotland might fancy running this one out.
Michael Smith is quick. Michael Smith can always catch you with anyone. He's that quick.
England were hoping for the kind of error that the kicking game can draw, but Scotland happily, thankfully, still have possession, and now there might be some space for Ritchie
Yep.
and Stein. Wonderful step and real moment here. Hard on, Stein's dropped it, but it went backwards. Tuipulotu has it. Stuart Hogg free momentarily away to the right. Oh, and then the news came.
The player that you were on about who tried to do a full length, I think it was Stuart Hogg.
Definitely forwards, I don't think there's any doubts about that, but Scotland, how dangerous were they there? Down
You don't want to let Hogg do a full.
the side, really prepared to keep ball in hand, and England
Yeah. Oh, that's.
struggling to get men across, and look at this. This
Yeah.
is a pass here.
The one. They're the two players, if you.
Players, too far in front.
Yeah.
There we
If
go.
you ever. The one player you should never leave gaps open for is Stuart Hogg and Van der Merwe because them two will just be on their bike and on their way.
Took the ball into contact. They were
Yeah.
caught out. I actually thought it was a good play because he stayed
Yeah.
on his feet.
Yeah.
He retained the possession. There was still an exit there. And of course, Russell at the helm, always throwing these passes wide.
He-
and it
he-
just goes to show that Scotland,
Yeah, either one of them can punish them if you just give them the time of day.
and that really should have been a 7-pointer.
England making a couple of changes in the front row and one in the back row. Carl Sinclair and Ellis Genge off. Nick Ezekwe has replaced Ben Curry.
Marco Villapola.
His debut draws to a close.
Dan. Wow, we're definitely bringing on a big bowler. aka Dan. Oh, that guy looks an absolute unit.
After his 95th in the World Cup final in Japan, told us yesterday that at the age of 35 he was
Yep.
bringing back a bit of kicking prowess and some good looks.
Yeah,
I love one of the challenges in the first half where one of the most biggest Scotland players there was literally got flattened, and he's got a massive afro.
What a shift he's put in. 17 on carries. I think he's been outstanding and made his contribution. Too close to call at the minute. Yeah, Lawrence, and let's admire what we're unfolding here because the intensity.
That's his own teammate. That's his own teammate.
You want to call them replacements or finishes or whatever you want. The influence of these players are going to have.
Yeah, that's the guy I'm on. Yeah, that's the guy I'm on about. Because earlier in the first half, he got flattened. Yeah.
A quarter of it left. Quarter of it for one of these two to sort out who wins it. Maybe nobody wins it. Maybe we have another 38 all.
He's another decent player for Scotland. Another one who you really don't want to give the ball to because he's got the strength to be able to push his way through.
That's big from England. That is big, particularly when you make replacements in that front row.
I think he'd be someone who I think can actually play for like Australia or New Zealand or something like that.
He's been doing it all season in the Gallagher Premiership. I think, listen, that's a lesson.
What a name, and he plays for Scotland.
Drop for the national team. You don't think you're ever going to get a chance again. You go away, you work on your fitness, and he's probably the form tight head in our domestic league.
He's South African, but he's got roots over here.
Scrum as a unit, they'll take a lot of heart out of that. Well done, those three.
Yeah, Mako Vanapola as well, who's worked very hard to regain his place in the squad.
Good player.
With us. Jack Walker, the Harlequin hooker, waits for a potential debut. Chesham continues to improve.
Black Cap.
Chesham, a really useful line-out option.
Look where Grant Gilchrist is.
West Ham.
That is position A.
West Ham have equalised.
But George manufactures some space and finds his Saracens teammate Ben Earl.
And it's Lucas Paqueta.
Fell off Eddie Jones' radar, Ben Earl, but here he is again.
Scotland and this is not me being biased to England or anything, but Scotland ain't not that bad because they have got not bad team. They're showing it.
Stewart chases. Hobb needed to be alert. Was, but this will come back with England's replacement scrum half. Loveland. Jamie George waits. Scotland appeal.
Yeah,
George.
yeah, the rugby union side shows passion.
There. Young's there. No way through for Owen Farrell, who's now been taped up.
Yeah,
Mako Vanapola.
Yeah, they just lost their strength.
yeah, they can.
They just lost their shape.
They have beaten Australia.
Loveland.
Yeah,
Limited amount of time for Nick
yeah,
Evans, the new attack coach, to put shape
yeah. Scotland.
to put clarity.
They've actually beaten Australia twice in consecutive years. They can beat South Africa, but the only team they can't beat is New Zealand. That's just an impossible task, and it's just because of how powerful and strong they are, and just how good they are. Scotland get
When you turn the scoop ball, when the hand goes onto the ground and tries to scoot the ball, you've actually got to.
and literally every time I've watched Scotland play against New Zealand, they've come that close. They then end up, because of the players that they've got, end up winning them, getting them out of jail. And then I've watched it with the only time I've seen New Zealand not play at their best is when they come up against England and Wales. They can actually give them a game, but when it comes to Scotland, Scotland always seem to go ahead against them and then bottle it. Owen Farrell, he's blooded up to heck. He's blooded up to heck, is Owen Farrell. Did he have a clash or something? No, did Owen Farrell have a clash because he's it looks like he's got a headband on because he's been I think he's got a cut or something. 23-19, folks, to England. Please, England, don't lose. Please, please, please.
Still having fun
genuinely, the atmosphere and the energy and the physicality in this game is everything you hope for.
Wait.
Well, massive tackle there on London, but Scotland.
And one thing I can say is, I could end up being a bit too premature on this, but not for this, but for football in general. You are now looking at the League One champions, Sheffield Wednesday, because they're now going top of the league and they're going to stay there. So good luck Plymouth and good luck Ipswich. You're going to need it.
Wasn't quite there. It was just a hint of a neck roll on him though to get that ball away.
I know my uncle is pissed about.
Finn Russell right back down in England's 22, just on the edge of the 22. Let's have another look at this.
Sheffield United not that bad. They're literally 10 points out of third place. So to them, they're not going to be bothered about just dropping 2 points. They're so far out of third. They're literally 10 points ahead of third. And they're also 10 points behind first.
Johnny Gray for Grant Gilchrist. So the Gray brothers reunited in Scotland blue for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, Richard Gray's gone well on that line out, and Johnny Gray.
I still love the fui, moi, fui.
Some space, but
I love that.
swallowed up by England. First touch and charge for Johnny. Earning his corn down in Devon with
If you want to type in a player for New Zealand, type in Umaga. That guy was lethal. And that guy played in the same team as Dan Carter. That team was an absolute unit.
Russell, here they go.
Oh, Scotland who scored. Unlucky, Scotland, unlucky. Sit down.
Well, they'll come back for the penalty. And I tell you what, there's a real zip about Scotland ball in hand. Those passes fizzing around, and England having to work really hard. And this is how close they were to scoring their fourth try. Well, Russell,
Guys, keep your questions coming. England 23, Scotland at 19. And also in other news, folks, our Liverpool fans can be crying in their sleep tonight because you can't win a game to save your life. So Jurgen Klopp's going in the bin. He's going to get sacked. Yeah, because we've got someone who's saying that we're worse than Liverpool. How are we clearly when we're 3 games unbeaten?
Well, this old beauty, this Calcutta Cup, not letting us down. England 23, Scotland.
No, because at the moment we can play rubbish, but we know that we can manage to draw out maybe a point or something like that, and at least we're going up and not constantly losing game after game now. When Liverpool, they cannot even score a goal if their life depends on it. At least we can actually give it a right good goal and can actually, in fairness, we could have had 2 or 3 goals yesterday. But it's just one of those days. But at least we're not... that should be a win. That would definitely be a win. Because Italy is shite.
Listen, I mean, it's great when it comes off, but that's the danger you have. Scotland full of ambition.
Wow.
By that man, prepared to go from coast to coast, from touchline to touchline. It did one way.
Jurgen Klopp is getting the sack. Jurgen Klopp is getting the sack.
Well, last season's champion. champions, last season's Grand Slammers, starting their defence in
It would be.
tomorrow, and
Isn't everyone's
their defence in
saying how bad we are, but nobody mentions Liverpool?
One STV from 2:15, and then next weekend 2 more games, Ireland and France.
That's why I think it's annoying that they literally go every. The word is every Tom, Dick, and Harry will go and literally target one club, but won't say it about someone else.
On the Sunday,
What's the fairness in that?
to get their campaign going, England, they have Italy in town.
At least we can actually say that we might actually have a chance of getting in Europe.
With a win, and they've still got work to do. Just a 1 point advantage at the moment.
That's good. Ben Shite! Ben Shite coming off.
First time into a Calcutta Cup.
Ben Shite.
The Glasgow scrum half, another one reinvigorated by Franco Smith this season. He comes on for Ben White, who as a starter has, well, he's been immense for Scotland today.
Ah!
Not just the try he scored,
Ah!
the speed and the
Ah!
a little over 10 minutes. To
Nah!
Just about securing the ball there.
Hearts!
Place it behind.
You need to get your highlights out. I want to see that fucking goal. That's gonna be up for Puskas Award. Fuck off. I never see anyone score a goal like that since David Beckham.
roaring for it. Oh,
Stephen Humphries for Hearts scored from 50 yards.
Ludlam.
He scored from his own half against Dundee. Against Dundee United.
On the half volley. Smith, beautifully done. Farrell, tackled by
Jesus
Keane.
Christ. I did not expect to see that, especially
And this is
because you hardly see goals like that these days.
him in an England shirt.
So it surprised me.
Marco Bonapola, head first. Smith.
Come on, we need to get a try. We need to get a try. We need to get a try.
Full try that would earn them a
Has
bonus
someone
point.
scored?
And clump up a fairly thin cushion at the moment.
Go on.
Oh, wonderful. My goodness, the ambition of Kinghorn to Russell. It's
That's why I just asked because you might be a little bit ahead of me.
Malin's fed by Smith.
71.
Scotland penalty. Brilliant work over the ball.
England have been penalised for sealing off, and I tell you what, Scotland have been mighty
Yeah.
relieved because playing the ball from that Marcus Smith kick put them under all sorts of pressure. Sometimes you just want to let the ball roll out and take stock, but they win the penalty at the breakdown.
Yeah, but I don't think that's in Scotland's psyche at the moment. There is a confidence in this team. Blair Kinghorn's done really well once again because Smith has been playing this blindside quite a lot. Peppers the kick, pressure is on, but they managed to clear the lines. The only thing is, Russell's kick wasn't up for it, so it returned the pressure back on Scotland, and then second man over the top. You see the hands over there from Chesham. That gave away the penalty.
Get in.
But also incomplete.
Get it easily, you be fucking woken.
George Horn, who had a real zip to Scotland in this closing stanza.
Here is Horn
Oh, at least something's gone right for us today, even though we couldn't win.
on his hooker. Russell. Yeah, that's some welly. Oh. Oh. Well, with the naked eye, it looked like it bounced just in field, but maybe it just clipped the line instead.
Oh,
Keepers
no.
down below as though
Barnet are only 2 points behind.
Finn Russell kicked it.
Oh, he got it right. Fairness to him, it's on the line, it's out. So, Rice Malt from.
I think I'd like to see a freeze frame on that, Lawrence. You're a bit quick there.
Oh, listen, I was never that quick on 72 minutes, I can assure you.
The decision made, and it's these
Right.
fine margins.
He's like a whippet.
That has this game tingling on the edge of your seats.
Kick a little bit too far. Plenty of time for Carl Steyn to raise his arm and call for the mark and draw breath.
Yeah, England get a good run along, but they're down the right end of the field.
Youngs, he does go aerial again. Paul
My
Williams, the
myself is annoyed, but in
Russell away quickly. Kinghorn.
yeah, literally my own
Full of adventure as much as Russell
myself
was.
is frustrated as heck. Inside my conscience is basically doing the complete opposite.
Stood strong to
stay in field. Scotland's accuracy in passing are really stretching England here.
This is Dempsey. Oh, Scotland penalty. Watson offside. And now Stay
No!
opening up for him.
Twat!
In his first Calcutta Cup. Tuipulotu. Russell thought about kicking, went for the pass. It's on here. Brown with width. It's really on. Van der Merwe. He's done it.
Van der Merwe, what the heck? We're getting battered by Scotland. Yeah, because he's got the pace, but the danger is if he gets it in the other half and you give him the whole field to go from, he'll just be off and away and you cannot catch him. The one player, if you want to put on him, you got to. The one player on England's side, you would have to say you got to now watch him the whole game. You would put Smith on him because he's got the same amount of pace that he could catch up with him. No one else would be able. Yeah, because no one else would be able to challenge him. Because Smith tried to, but the Merwe decided, I'm going to sidestep. Yeah, that's what's good about Smith, because he knew exactly at the right time what he was supposed to do. Just that he just decided to be cocky and said, I'm going to sidestep.
Remembering his 5 Nations debut here as a player yesterday, 30 years ago, whistled off the bench to replace Craig Chalmers. Didn't enjoy that day quite as much as he's enjoying this. What a
And you know what's weird? The players that are doing us over are Stuart Hogg, Van der Merwe, and Finn Russell. They've
Well, how about this? Lovely little hands. Why don't you give it to probably the guy that could finish this off?
one player in what?
Scotland with the try score
Yeah.
bonus points. Scotland with 4 tries.
There's only one player that tried to do something about it, but unfortunately he got outwitted by him.
In a row here, unbeaten Scotland. I'm going to talk too soon, but this would be.
But it's just unfortunate he got injured at the wrong time with a few days to go before the tournament started.
Last time in successive years, Scotland left London unbeaten in 3 Calcutta Cup matches. Twickenham wasn't even built. They weren't playing here. But England and Watson trying to rescue themselves on this opening weekend of the Six Nations.
England, you need to give the ball to Smith. If Scotland have got someone.
3 minutes left. Mako gonna
Yeah.
play.
The one thing, get the ball to Smith and decide, let him run.
A converted try.
Because that's what England need to do.
Ezekiel.
And I will always say this because Scotland are doing it, so we'll do exactly the same. Get our pace merchant on the ball and let's see what he can do with his pace. And that is Smith. He's the quickest player on the pitch.
Farrell. Ludlam. Youngs.
But we haven't yet seen him on the ball.
Jamie George, who looks like he's going the full 80. Oh, England with a penalty.
But I'm just saying, if you get someone in space and he will be away, he's one of them. Them two would be away.
As he tried to connect with the kick, but the kick was much too long.
Yeah, so as you can
I think England have
imagine,
got
this game has been England throwing everything they
England
can.
have a penalty.
Defending heroically well, but eventually getting men over
Can
the
England
ball.
do the impossible like they did last time? Get a draw out of literally nothing.
Slowing it down. Yeah, massive.
Or can we do the...
England there. I think Jimmy
Oh my god, he looks like he's scowling like absolute Billy-O is Kevin Sinfield. He looks like he's not in the mood to even... He looks like he's pissed.
Well, if you were
You
breaking
can tell because he's got his hand on his...
preparation
He's got his head in his hands thinking, what have they got to do?
than any others, the driving ball from a line out will be one of them. And
But I'm glad I'm not in issues. Gonna be thinking, what job have I got myself into?
On the line and give them hope.
Well, do Scotland go up? Do they go up and compete? No, they don't.
Come on.
Chisholm smuggle back to Ludlam, but look how much ground Scotland have made England concede. It's on the
Come on,
floor.
England. Can we get a try?
Earl.
Please say we got a try.
Not to concede another penalty. Ollie Lawrence. Minute to go. A minute.
I'm not going to hear the end of it. Great.
Hold on and claim history. Earl.
He does it all the time because how often do Scotland beat England? Not that often.
Head down. Runs forwards.
But you see,
Likewise. Vunipola. Smith on his toes. Lawrence offered himself. Smith.
if I were to give, I'll give it to Miles, the guy who scored England's first 2 tries. Or give it to Van der Merwe.
English voices, but Scottish roars, and that should be that.
That guy is lethal. That guy is lethal if you get... Do you know what's weird? How on earth did he choose to pick Scotland over playing for South Africa?
England are furious. They thought he was on his knees, but tell you what, Scotland have defended magnificently well. Magnificently well. And Jimmy Richard with the most important play in the game. There he goes. Targets the ball. Targets the man. Stays big.
There we go, folks.
Tackles in the game. And Scotland win at Twickenham.
Yeah.
Twickenham
Scotland have won, folks.
again.
29-23.
And England's new era, the Borthwick era.
Which with Kevin's one... Nah, the one thing that Kevin Sinfield will have to learn is the one part of defence that they're doing wrong is they left 2 bigger gaps between players.
Tight as you like throughout.
And that's what's done them over, because that's how Van der Merwe managed to get through so much. Because he used his pace, by the time they get close together, he's gone.
To make sure that it'll be a very thoughtful 24 hours, 48
That
hours.
player, whatever team you play for, they're lucky to have him.
Final score, historically, for Scotland. England 23, Scotland 29.
Well, you've got to give it credit to Scotland. They were bold, they were brave, they hung in
Van der
the
Merwe,
really, they are deserving.
Van der Merwe at home, that's why my dad will love him, because he plays for his rugby club, which is Edinburgh Rugby.
Finn Russell at his moments. He'll feel very disappointed.
And he plays for Edinburgh, of all teams. A team that are...
Van der Merwe, they had the players,
Yeah. And weirdly enough, he's in a team that hardly wins anything.
individual try, wrapped it up with a
He is, because he...
try, Scotland's fourth, and wow, amazing performance from Scotland. What a great test match, I have to say.
Well,
Yeah,
he's 27.
performance from Scotland. Steve Borthwick will obviously be disappointed, but there was a confidence today about Scotland.
6'4", and he weighs 16 stone 7 pounds.
In front of a full stadium, the Scottish supporters. What absolute
And he's got pace.
Let me tell you, it's one of the most exciting, passionate games you can ever play in.
Johnny would have enjoyed that.
He's played He's played for Montpellier, and he's also played for Edinburgh twice, and he's also played for Worcester Warriors.
Smiling. So much to pick over when we come back from the break.
I mean, he must.
In the Calcutta Cup.
This guy must have scored a lot of tries internationally for Scotland. If he has, then well done. Yo, what the heck? 23 appearances, 70 points.
That's the way.
He's got more points. He's got more points than he's actually played games. I'd love to know what his running speed is, how much he actually can run. It looks like he can run about 50 miles an hour. And funnily enough, his brother plays in England in the Guinness Premiership, and he plays for Sale. He's all right, but could be better because he's a lot more. When you've seen what you've seen, he's a lot more thinner. That's why he can get the pace on him and can run quick. His brother's basically like Dan Cole. He's big and he's a big unit. Jesus, his brother weighs 17 stone and he's a hooker. He'll be near the end of his career soon because he's 31. Yeah. Armin van der Merwe, can you get your younger brother to come and play for Sale, please? We would have some speed in our hands, especially when we got some good talent. And we got Manu Tuolangi in our side as well. And just got his first appearance yesterday in the Cup for Sale, George Ford. Finally. He's been injured nearly all week for nearly the past year and a bit. He's been injured. No, he's at friends. I'm glad. I am actually glad because oh my God. This guy. Nah. Yeah, because this guy, Van der Merwe's older brother's played 64 appearances for Sales in 2019 and he's got 140 points. But he plays internationally for South Africa. Hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. Like, subscribe to the notification to get the post. Disappointing, but hey, what can you do? And the next stream for you guys tomorrow. So the next stream for you folks will be tomorrow. Will be Inter Milan versus AC Milan in Serie A.